the reason I dropped out of high school was because you guys are familiar with truancy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And like,
I'm sure. What, you trying to rope me into your delinquent ass? No way. You guys are dirtbags.
100%. You're in good company.
I mean, my sister was really the one that was truant.
Really?
She would skip school every day. My dad dropped her off. She'd go out the back door and go off, do whatever she was doing. And when we went to court about it, and Anderson School District made it clear, like, any child in the home that's also in Anderson School Districts has to sign this, like, pledge. It's like, it hangs over you your entire, time through school. Mm-hmm. So I had this thing hanging over me. And, of course, like 3 months later, my sister turned 17 and dropped out. And I was in 8th grade, or 9th grade at this time. So 9th and 10th grade, everything was cool. But in 11th grade, I'd show up late, or like I would...
You're getting off the road or something like that. Yeah.
I'd show up late, and they really started, busting my chops about it, and they were going to send me to like a reformatory school down in Columbia.
Did they know what you were doing?
No. And they wanted to like shave my head and...
What?
Yeah. And
sounds like it was in the 50s.
This was 15 years ago.
I know. And they were like telling me I was going to end up in prison and all this shit. And they were just really... They were very cruel to me.
That's brutal, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it sucks.
The only saving grace was like in the afternoons I went to... it's like a vocational school.
Okay.
But they had like dancing, and they had a jazz department there. And I studied jazz theory, which was different from high school jazz band. It was like a collegiate level, like, theory program.
Yeah, like the deep dive into it.
And I would have stayed in high school to stay there another year, but I couldn't put up with my high school anymore. So I just decided to drop out. I got my GED.
Like, at that same time?
Right then?
Yeah.
You started like
right
working
away.
into it.
I just went straight into it.
Smart move. Now, okay, let's say you're dropped out. What's the cash situation? Are you like piecing together money from gigs? Are you like sitting kind of pretty? Are you saving? What's the car?
Right. So I had a Chrysler Town and Country, 2001.
Man, that was a great year for the Town and Country. We're a big minivan team over here.
Same.
There's nothing better. They got more space than anything. Low profile. They got a little giddy up in them.
All of that. I mean, I had the best deal for anybody that was working with me because I carried the bass rig, I carried the PA, I carried the lights, all in my minivan. I was 14 and 15, so I could only drive with a licensed driver in the car. So I would hire the band on the basis of, like, you do whatever you want.
Little John's riding shotgun.
Yeah, Little John's riding shotgun. We're going down to Augusta, Georgia. We're going to play this gig. Come on.
Like, just get in the van. I got everything else taken care of. Just get in.
Who was booking the gigs?
I was booking them.
You were booking them?
Yeah. I was calling these clubs. I was using a fake name, sending emails, pretending like I was representing us.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love this.
Did they know you were 14 and 15 when you were doing that?
No.
What would they say when you would show up?
It was mixed.
Until you started playing, I assume.
Yeah, but I mean, it was never really too much an issue because I'd run into issues because, like, when I started trying to drink, But I mean, that wasn't until later, till I was like 17, 18, and even then I would keep it under wraps. But I have a baby face now, so when I'm 14, like it was really like we got this kid that plays the guitar well, and the bandmates would be my chaperones,
right?
So I'd kind of set it up like that, and they'd let me come in, and it was kind of a gimmick.
They're all fucked up,
sure.
Yeah, and they were looking after me, and the gimmick was like, you come see this kid play.
Yeah,
and it's like nobody's gonna give me alcohol. If you saw me at 14, you
didn't have the chops, did you back then?
No, I couldn't grow anything. No,
I'd be sick if you did. I'd have been in 5th grade, coming out in the wheelies.
That's crazy.
Holy shit! This is nuts.
What
a life, man. Unbelievable.
It's like such a unique story that we've never had.
And then how long does this go on?
I have one. Did you work? Please. Have you ever worked a straight job? Like, what was like your first? Did you work at like the Burger King or something?
So I worked at the Mellow Mushroom.
What's that?
You guys don't have Mellow Mushroom up here. That's right.
Think so.
Mellow Mushroom.
Mellow
Mushroom.
Mellow Mushroom. And it's a pizza joint.
I've seen the pizza joint, Mellow Mushroom.
It's really good. I don't think we have them north of like Virginia, I want to say. So it's kind of a regional pizza joint, but it's like a hippie themed pizza joint. So I fit in really great there.
Right.
I started off as a dishwasher. Worked my way up to the line chef.
Damn.
There you go.
That's a pretty big jump.
I was doing that, and then I got fired. Then I came back, and I was a host.
Okay.
And I would seat people, bring them drinks.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you doing this?
I was like 16.
So this is why you're doing the shows and stuff?
Yeah.
So you still needed a little extra income.
Yeah, like that summer I was doing summer school, and I was doing the pizza joint, and I was playing guitar in the evenings.
A hustler, dude.
I was hustling.
That's sick. And what, like, I mean, we kind of came up the same way through the stand-up comedy world of these horrible gigs, just getting in a car, trying to get there,
right,
to go pick up a horrible check, lose money.
I was doing it in my
hotel.
40s.
Yeah, I mean, we did. He did it a little later in life. What's a gig like that? You're 15, you got the van, you got the team, you get to the show in Atlanta or whatever. What's that pay? Like $1,500, $1,000 for everybody? Less?
$500.
$500.
I remember, like, we would show up, and the deal would be like $75 a man, and then we'd show up. So it's $300 for a 4-piece band, and we showed up. Our keyboard player couldn't make it one night, and the dude gave us $75 each, and I was like, no, the deal was $300, and he's like, no, it's $75
You're
a man.
A man short.
And I was like, what the hell? So we would work the hell out of the tip jar. I got really good at like working that tip jar. That was kind of my shtick for a while.
Did you have any good? What was like their best? Did you have like a good line?
Well, I would try to do the tip jar games.
What's
like,
that?
If you can try to make it into this bucket and like get them really going, and then some drunk guy would come up, be like, it's got to be a 20, nothing lower than a 20. If you can make it in the bucket, then you get the whole bag. That whole thing, and then I would move the bucket, and it would be funny, and then everybody would laugh. But like one guy tried to fight me about it.
Sure.
So
That's kid when you were a kid?
Yeah, I gave him his 20 back.
20's 20, dude.
I was like, here you go. Don't worry about it. It's supposed to be a joke because we want you to tip the band.
Yeah, we're having a fight. It's a good time. We're not here to fight each other.
At the end of the day, you should tip the band anyway. But I understand. I'm sorry. But I mean, there were multiple like just close calls like that, just gigs where they didn't want to pay us. And my grandfather's advice to me was, well, if they do that, man, you just got to start taking their shit. And I was like,
what do you mean?
Okay. So
like salt and pepper shakers
take
and
their
stuff
fucking
like that?
PA system or whatever.
He said, take anything that ain't bolted down. And when they ask you why you're doing it, so we got to get paid. I'm going to sell this shit. So that was kind of, I did that one night in
You got a pizza oven in the town and country?
What'd you
Deal's
think?
a deal, Randy.
I mean, it was a total bluff because I can't fit all this in the town and country. And I was
I'm
like,
gonna have to leave it. I'm gonna have to leave the bassist here.
Yeah, 2 waitresses in there.
We'd been playing all night, and like the agreement was for us to play until 12, and they said, no, you play till 1. I was like, there's nobody here, and the agreement, our email says 12, so we're getting out of here. And they said, well, we're not fucking paying you. And I said, well, we're gonna have to take all your shit. So we started loading their stuff out, and out of nowhere, these big, burly guys showed up. And it was at the back entrance of the club is where you load in and load out. And on the other side of the fence was like a police dispatch unit. So everybody just standing outside of the dispatch unit smoking cigarettes. So out of nowhere, like 6 cops pull up. There was like this brawl happening in the street.
Jeez.
My drummer at the time, he some guy jumped on his back and like broke his ankle.
Oh, no.
It was a whole thing.
How old are you when this is going on?
This is crazy.
16. I caused a bar brawl, but they paid us.
No, good. I mean, you got your money. What would the most you'd make what would be a good night from the bucket, the tip bucket?
Good night from the tip bucket would be like $200.
That's pretty, I mean, that's good.
$200 or $300. And when we play this bar in Asheville, North Carolina, the deal with every band was like you get a case of PBR. And I knew that. And I tell them, hey, I understand the circumstances, but I still want that case of PBR. So they'd give it to me on the back steps like a cat, like a stray cat. I would leave and then come back and they'd just have a case of beer on the bottom step for me.
It's like you're dropping a briefcase full of fucking secret documents.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have to switch it out with chocolate milk or something like that.
I want my code red now.
Well, I definitely started drinking at that point. So
Nice, PBRs. What are you going to do? You Jesus.
It's tough. I mean,
That's nuts.
it's tough for us not to drink. We're in, similar thing at night. You're in clubs and everything, and it's just like, it's tough. It's tough as an adult not to drink, let alone like a kid with no experience. Just think you're going to get into it.
When you were a kid and you were home and say your dad had an off night, would you guys sit down and have dinner together? And would your grandparents usually be involved in that?
Usually at my grandparents' house.
Right.
My grandmother would cook. Grandfather head of the table. My dad, me, and my sister, and my grandma.
It's a nice family.
So for the most part, like groceries and stuff like that, your grandmother was doing that.
Yeah,
right?
I'd say until like I was 11 or so.
What would normally be in the fridge as a kid? Your dad is a musician, single dad is a musician.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about?
So, I mean, my grandmother was really good at like making a grocery list last.
Okay.
Stretching it.
You know, get ground beef, and she would make spaghetti, but it was more like a Skyline chili kind of thing.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So she would make the chili for that, and then the next day it would be hot dogs, same chili.
I don't hate that.
You know.
I'm all about it.
Probably.
And then the
pretty
next
good.
day, like leftover chopped up hot dogs with just buttered noodles, that kind of thing.
All right.
Speaking my language, dude.
Yeah.
I like it.